Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, or good evening. How y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new chapter of One Piece, which is on chapter 832. Now, this chapter seemed to have a couple things going on. I really did have some fun here and there. And the color page with the straw hats, etc., seemed really nice and beautiful. So, if anything else, let's just get this started and get this going. Kind of getting tired right now, and I got a lot of things to go take a look at and catch up on. Anyways, at the beginning of the chapter, we have to it that these talking objects is pretty much speaking, and obviously. And as we see to it, Nami and Carrot are on the run right now and trying to get out of there. But apparently, a person ends up attacking them, and Carrot tries to engage that person in combat, but apparently, that didn't become that great in a certain way. I think Carrot managed to take it down right in time right now, but apparently the person that's attacking them right now is known to be part of the Big Mom Pirates, known to be Crane Rider Randolph. Which is kind of funny because Gandalf, I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking it like an idiot, but we have to it that there's a weapon flying at them and they end up dodging it. And it's that big landmark person who looks like a transvestite whatsoever. Not gonna deny that. Not trying to be a stooped up a-hole, but speaking my mind out of it. As for Luffy, he ends up talking to his copycat. But apparently, as the chapter goes on, they end up trying to escape. Apparently, Luffy himself with Nami and the others are trying to get out of here. But we have to it that Luffy's wondering where's Sanji right now, and right now Nami's like, I don't really know right now, but let's save the talk for later and get out of here. But apparently, they end up showing up at a certain place again, where this person's the big landmark again, but Carrot's wondering, we're supposed to head for the exit, and the person, the big landmark transvestite, ends up saying, I've been here all along, so what are you guys are running back for? And they're trying to get through the exit again, but they end up being at the same location, and the log post is all messed up again. Not to mention, we have to it that everything's starting to move and talk right now. And what makes it worse is that this copy Luffy ends up kidnapping Nami, and it reveals himself or herself is known to be the 8th daughter of the Charlotte family, Charlotte Brûlée, which is known to be very strange. It seems like her power might involve copycatting. Who knows? Is it a devil fruit? I don't know. But one thing for sure, she says she has an urge to want to slice them up. I'm like, that's not happening anytime soon. After a couple pages, we go to a certain scene where that there's a Germa ship passing through right now, and all access granted to port, and we have to it that Germa means the only ocean going kingdom that exists in the world, and that no one rules over the stable island. It's known to be the German kingdom, which is really interesting and cool. I mean, they say this is the only ocean-going kingdom that exists in the world. Well, not exactly. I'm pretty sure there was another one that had Moria with it, but I think that was a different kind of thing. But oh no, I forgot that freaking arc. Dang it. But we have to it that the country of Vinsmokes are we on to seize control over freaking entirety of North Blue. But we also have to it that despite them known as Germa 66, they have most of the male soldier citizens become soldiers that they spend up waking up every day training, and they do not miss a day at all. But we have to it that Sanji is over there as well and is being talked to his sister, which I've forgotten apparently. And she said, why don't you spend some time with me? And Sanji goes I thought I told you freaking crystal clear that you are no longer my family. Can't you freaking understand that? Only a lunatic would be part of this bad family enough in this interior decoration. But we also get to know from Sanji's sister that Sanji's father's dream, or our father's dream, is to rule the entirety of the Northern Seas once more. There's nothing wrong with that. And apparently we have to it that Sanji does have a couple maids. 10 maids will be at her beck and call, and because you're part of the royalty. So I'm guessing we get to know that Sanji is royal blood, but we could assume that, but I don't know. But as the chapter goes on, we have to it that that I think Sanji's father, king of Germa Kingdom, he's known as Vinsmoke Jajiji, or just read as judge possibly. He asked Sanji, "You're gonna be a huge pain in my butt right now," and Sanji was pretty upset to even seeing him, and he really tries to call him son, but Sanji says, "Stop calling me that. Even if I were here to admit by a parent, it's sure hell it wouldn't be you." I'm going like, whoa, that's pretty tense. He also asked Sanji, "Did you do something to Yonji? You should know that boy's strength is quite formidable." Then Sanji replies back, "Then you should know I happen to be more stronger than usual." And he therefore challenges his son, Sanji, outside, like, "Let's take this outside, huh? Men can only speak clearly with one another using their fists." So I go like, oh boy, Sanji against his own father, a reunion of the Vinsmoke way. So it seems like Sanji's father is concerned about Yonji because Sanji did something to him. So is it possibly that Sanji kicked the living crackalack out of him? Who knows? One thing for sure is that whatever Sanji did to Yonji, like after his father said so, which is giving hints that Sanji might have kicked his butt already, might have kicked the living crackalack out of him or kicked his butt. He wants to face Sanji himself and says, "This is how we're going to talk. You want to talk to me in a certain way? We can only talk with our fists." But apparently, we have to it that I read a couple of comments that Sanji uses his feet, not his hands. So I guess that's another thing, a way how to say it. So anyways, I look forward to next chapter. I mean, if Sanji is fighting his father, that's cool. But if we're gonna have to delay that because of what's happening with the Straw Hats apparently on that stupid forest island whatsoever, then that's fine too, because there's a lot of things going on that we don't really know. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm out for Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye bye. Toodaloo.